Namaste. Welcome to Love Wins. Welcome to Love Wins. I guess we'll start with Namaste because someone recently asked me what Namaste means. Namaste is something that was such a regular part of my speech that I forget that not everybody knows what it means. Namaste. I learned it when I was yoked. Yoga was the first path to awakening, although I'm one of those that have been different since childhood, and but namaste. I'm learning how to not go on tangents that aren't relevant at the moment and what's relevant. This is a new practice. Everything is a practice. With intention, when you live in intention, everything is ritual, okay? Your craft is your daily practice. So namaste. It means the light within me greets the light within you. It is the most, I believe, purest way to say hello. And let's just get into words because I've got cards sitting on my desk. It's been an interesting morning. I've got cards sitting on my desk. I opened up the tablets yesterday randomly to a page, and I was looking at the top of the page, and it's talking, this is the Emerald Tablets, the Key of Time. What is X? X is 10, right? Or 5? I think it's 5. I used to know them, and now I just had a brain fart. Anyways, I'm like, we just talked about time. Am I going deeper into time? So I just set it aside. And was waiting for the download to come through. But then, the very last paragraph. So the way this book reads, if you're not familiar with the Emerald Tablets of Thoth, it's just ancient knowledge, right? There's wisdom. There's wisdom that once you tap into your Akashic records, which is the card catalog of your soul, the memories that you carry within your cellular DNA, within your crystalline DNA, within your soul's blueprints. I had come to the understanding in this lifetime that Thoth came to me through my initiation, my second initiation actually. I've gone through multiple initiations in this lifetime, and if you're resonating with me, you're going to realize how you have two. Or if this is your first, welcome. The Emerald Tablets were written pre-Bible, okay? This is ancient wisdom pre the writing of the Bible. And it's the keys to freedom, really. It's truth. It is truth. And if you're ready for this truth and this knowledge, and this is a path that seeks you, well, I'm happy to have set you into that rabbit hole of that initiation process. But it says right here, those who fear the unknown. So the way this writes, here I go with my tangents. The way this writes, the first side, it's split in two. The first side is the actual words, the translation of the words, and the second side is this author's translation. Okay, so that's how this plays out, or how it writes. And it's all about the light. So it says, those who fear the unknown make that fear a living thing. Those who fear the unknown make that fear a living thing. All fears of mankind.
Are you crazy, Doritos?
Yeah, we got Belle in here again. All fears of mankind have their source in the Dark Lords. Conquer fear and be free, right? Conquer fear and be free. Man makes himself according to his thoughts, a being of light or one of darkness. Okay? Like, the duality of it all must exist. It's all within us. Everything is within us. We create the reality based on, what we believe to be. And if we believe we are bad, therefore we are bad. So your integrity in your actions and the purity of the things you do, right? Action. Why doing the right things for the right reasons, right? If the intention is not of light, then therefore it is of dark. I'm going somewhere with this because I am having one of those mornings. My son was still awake this morning. Jacob likes to cycle these cycles, and he goes through sleeping all day and being up all night, and this happens every month, and to being wide awake at the crack of dawn and having a full day and just sleeping all night. And this kid is really interesting to observe, but he was wide awake this morning, and at the top of his lungs, he's so excited that people are awake. Good morning, like just cheerful, full of hugs, wants to tell an entire story about all of his adventures that he's had, with his toys and his Legos and his little Minecraft action figure, because right now he got a brand new Minecraft Steve, and there's a whole world with this figure. I love Child's Play. So good morning. Now this is a learned response because his father, that is his thing in the morning. Good morning. Like he's a Leo, so he turns on. And Jacob has copied this from him. It's became his thing. And that's how we become conditioned by those in our lives, as what we're exposed to becomes a part of us. Cellular integration. Okay. Now, I'm in this phase of, for the past few years, good morning is something I've taken out of my vocabulary. So morning, back to the etymology. Mourning is a grieving process. So you are blessing somebody's day. You are telling them, be happy in your morning. Did I say blessing? That card was reversed. You are cursing. And guys, I got my third eye protection on right now because these, they're trying to come in hard. But okay, morning. You're cursing the person you are greeting. And we learn this. This is learned. This is programmed. This is conditioned. You are groomed. So here, I'm deprogramming you, okay? If you receive, if you allow it. If you allow the transmission, may you be activated. And I laugh, but it's a process. The undoing is a process. You have to deconstruct to reconstruct. I learned that in yoga. My teacher was very wise, my first Ashtanga teacher. And sounds like the dogs broke something. She did her job. I was yoked the way I needed to be yoked, and I learned what I needed to learn, and it set me on my path. Ooh, there goes that itchy nose. All right, so wow, I just had a whole download, but that wasn't this. Am I supposed to share that? I learned spiritual, ethical lessons through watching her. The way she worked through her friends and employees and crossed boundaries, blurred lines. But as far as an Ashtanga teacher, as a yoga teacher, she very well knew her craft. So I learned lessons from a double-edged sword. But take what resonates and leave the rest, right? That's how this path works. Mourning. You're cursing somebody. You're telling them to start that you're telling them that their day is going to go in grief. And you're hoping that that grieving is good. Sounds pretty sinister when you break it down that way, doesn't it? And we don't know this, and we just like walk around doing this every day, trying to spread love and positivity. But we're not. We're actually aiding and abetting. We're assisting in the imprisonment, in the enslavement, in the bondage every day to people we love and care for, right? So, yeah, so I say namaste. I say grand rising. I heard one the other day, blessed rising, and that sounded really beautiful, blessed rising, and I started using that as well. And I don't say, okay, so it's Friday, and this calendar time, Eastern time zone is where I'm at. Like, oh, if you're out to get me, you already know where I'm at, so like, whatever. Eastern time zone. It's Friday afternoon-ish. 3:14. Can we not? If you caught my last video, I was born at 3:14 a.m. So there's something about the birth chart. Well, there's a lot about the birth chart and when you were born and the role you play in this incarnation. And there's a whole lot I'm going to get into with that for those that don't know. But if you know, you know. And as well as the light, there's the dark. And if you're here to do something that's going to make waves, they know before you're born. Okay? They're already at the hospital. And they've already injected you with something to slow you down and to track you. Okay? So you gotta remove it, okay? But that message is for someone. Let's burn, guys. Let's burn. I even want to go shopping. This is how deep it is, okay? I need to go randomly find a local or off, travel a little bit, find some Palo Santo, because I ordered mine from Amazon, and it burns really fast, faster than any Palo Santo I've ever burned. It almost makes me believe like I have artificial Palo Santo. You know, they don't call me a conspiracy theorist for no reason, but call me what you want. There's a black heart in my smoke when I blow it. Black heart is a personal thing for me. I had, during a full moon where Jupiter was doing some really awesome Jupiter stuff, expansion was the manifestation. And this is a personal story I'm sharing, but I follow the astrologer, the peace dealer, and I am very ritualistic with the moon ceremonies. I like to attend them. I like to know what's going on with the cycles, as above, so below. And although it is all part of the matrix, I like to know what's going on, okay? And I had said a few manifestations, put some things out into the universe, asked, gave it to Jupiter, and in part of the ceremony, the peace dealer states to ask for a sign, right? And I couldn't think of a sign, but I saw there was like a little sticker in front of me and it had a black heart on it. So I was like, a black heart, And you would think that wouldn't be like, it would be such an opposite of me because I'm all about love. Like my green heart is because the heart chakra is green. Like that's, I think the red heart is part of the manipulation to keep you in the lower chakras, in the lower energies, because red is the root. So putting the red with the heart and then making a holiday about it, it's very sinister and ritualistic in a dark kind of way. So anyways, the black heart. I was like, all right, make the black heart my sign. And I swear, every single time there's some kind of expansion with my consciousness, macro and micro, I see the damn black heart. And I'm like, thank you, Jupiter. So like co-creation, right? It's all energy. It's all energy. So it is Friday of this week. So if you think about the word weak, it's weak, a weakened state. I'm weak. It's not strength. It's not strong. It doesn't sound like prosperity. It sounds very sick. So we're always like, have a good week. Have a nice week. Like, enjoy being weakened. Enjoy it. Enjoy being weakened. And then we work so hard during our week. And then the weekend comes and what are we? We are weakened. We're weakened. No strength. No vitality. No space for creation. Just want to like, most people just like lay down and have a beer. I said bear. Who keeps coming in my energy with this strong accent? Is it my dad? My dad's very country, and I don't know. He's in that group of people that when they just get together, all they do is talk about other people and they never have anything nice to say. And it's just energy I don't resonate with, Just don't resonate with. But his birthday is coming up as well. And so is mine. So he must be thinking about me and not understanding why his daughter didn't come visit him when she came to Florida. And then proceeds to, over speakerphone in front of all my other family, say, probably because the last time I saw her, I called her fat. No, that wasn't it, but, you wonder. You wonder. And God bless his soul. They all play their role. They all play their role. So, when someone sends me have a good weekend, I immediately I do not consent. I state that. I guess I'm teaching somebody how to block the interference, but I say I don't consent. Have a blessed reality. And that is transmuting the unconscious attempt to take your energy and sending it out and returning it back, teaching them. And even if they don't know you're teaching them, you're programming. You're deconstructing and reconstructing. Alchemy. Have a blessed reality. Your reality is yours. Your reality is yours to create, to co-create, to be in awareness or not. We have free will. We have free will. Yeah, so I am going to get some new Palo Santo though. But as with everything, there is nothing more powerful than you and your will. And even if this is artificial Palo Santo, it smells good. And the intention behind it is doing the job. Oh, but I do know this sage is real. I do know this sage is real. And this, I always have backup. Always carry backup. And I'm not talking about guns or weapons. As a matter of fact, no weapon forged by man can touch the anointed ones. This is spiritual warfare. All of that is bullshit. And when you're walking in alignment, when you're in intention, when you have a purpose and you're backed by the Most High, you're not going to go till it was your time to go. And when it's your time to go, that has already been orchestrated as well. And you have a divine role. And some deaths are sacrifice, and some whistleblowers that get taken out already knew pre-incarnation they're coming in to get taken out. And it's part of their story. It is how they reached the amount of people that they reached. Because without that happening, without that ending, that unaliving, it wouldn't have made the waves. So it takes very drastic, tragic towers to fall sometimes to make the waves needed to make to cause a tsunami. We need more fire. That little lighter's not doing it. So to all of those souls, the true sacrifice, the true offering, thank you for your service. It's like a middle finger. It's like God saying, fuck y'all, fuck y'all. Okay, I'm gonna get flagged. Let me stop. What you speak is what you create. Cancel, clear, delete. Y'all can't. See how that alchemy works? It's constant. It's constant. Okay? It's constant. We have to always be conscious of what we're speaking and what we're creating and what we're consuming. So these cards were on my desk after I cleaned up from yesterday's cards. These fell out. And I did not put them away because I felt like they wanted to talk. So if things aren't moving the way you're needing them to move right now, it's because this is what's happening right now. Okay? It's a time for healing. You're where you are. You are where you are because where you are is necessary for what you're healing. And then I've got conclusions are within reach. Okay? Obviously, you don't want to be where you are. I don't want to be where I am at. A lot of us out here don't want to be where we're at. And we're in that phase of like, I've been doing all the work, right? But like, still in all this shit. There is something you're healing, there's something you're learning, there's a reason. We are chosen because we are willing to do the things that most won't. Right? Like, the things you've been through in your lifetime, most people, they wouldn't have made it past like the first round. Yet you're getting back up, and you're getting back up, and you're getting back up, and you're getting back up, right? As soon as you learn what you need to learn, it's just like walking through a portal. And I can speak this from experience, okay? Even in this space, I've seen shifts. I've seen crazy freaking shifts. I'm like, looking at these people in this world who don't even remember things that happened in like the past timeline. And I'm like, y'all don't remember that? And they're like, what are you talking about? MK Ultra. Gang stalking, gaslighting. If you know, you know. But every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Okay, I paused. Every day it becomes easier to receive the highest divine plan and to trust my inner guidance. Do you see this? So beautiful story, guys. Beautiful story. Yesterday evening, everyone left the house because they're on a pool league and they go and play pool. But my nephew stayed home because he wasn't playing and he's exhausted. He's been working a lot. Eats like shit. You know, just young adult, unaware, overworked and undernourished, and I was exhausted and passed out. So it was myself and the kids, who is normally always home when they go to pool, and it was just about to rain. And I didn't have my phone because Bella was using my phone to video chat and say happy birthday to her kids. She calls them her kids. And I look out the bathroom window. So the backyard has this beautiful property. And there are 5 deer. And they're playing. Like, at first I thought it was our German Shepherd who always gets out. And I'm like, what is he doing? And then I realized there was more than one. Running in circles and playing. And it was the cutest thing ever. And I wanted to record it so bad. So I did find one of the kids' tablets. And I got a blurry recording towards the end of it. But I've never seen them come as close as they came. And there was a cardinal that flew literally as I realized there were 5 deer. The cardinal flew across from one side of the yard to the other, and then a little rabbit hopped on the ground. It was like a living Bambi movie or like Snow White or something. Like I had popped into a Disney fairy tale for a moment. And it was just like that moment of receiving that confirmation that yes, we are all here and you are on path and keep going, you know. So wherever you're at, I got this. Set your intentions. Keep doing what you're doing. And these came out when I was shuffling my what's this deck called? Egypt deck? I don't know why I need to look at the title. Egypt Star Oracle. I got Salvation with Isis. That's another energy that I have been feeling around me this whole year, really. Truth and Justice. Truth and Justice, Writing or a Person's Legacy, and Creation and Artistry. Okay, so these are the cards, and there's not too much of me needing to tell you what you already know, right? Speak your truth. There's something you're creating. You're not where you want to be. Conclusions are within reach. Have faith in your dreams. Right now is a time for healing. And the macro has turned up, so protect the micro. As within, so without. As above, so below. And I love you guys. Have a blessed and beautiful reality. I have mountains of laundry. I have piles of dishes. I cannot cook in a clean kitchen. Or the dyslexia today? I don't even believe dyslexia is a thing, so that's for somebody who's dirty dishes, lots of dirty dishes, lots of dirty dishes. Not my dishes, but I cannot cook in a dirty kitchen. And I want to juice my watermelons. I have 3 watermelons to juice. So, stay alkaline. As I found this new reader and I'm freaking loving her. Her name is, if you want to follow, Tea with Chelsea. I love her delivery. She makes me laugh. And she says, stay in the light and you'll be all right. So I'm taking that. It resonates. I'm using it. Thank you, Chelsea. And all of you have a blessed and beautiful reality. Love wins. I love you.